All right, well, if everybody grab a pencil and paper, let's cover one shortcut this evening that we can do that's going to make a big difference right away. And the shortcut is how we're going to talk to people. So when we meet people, there's a whole lot of things going on. We have to figure out where we are in the presentation and what are they thinking and where we want to go. Let's start with this. For everyone here, let me be the first to break the news if you haven't heard it. You and I are in the decision-making business. We're not in the health and wellness business. We're not picking herbs underneath rocks in China at midnight with leprechauns, and we're not stuffing stuff in bottles and sending it out, not testing. We're the doctor's sick on Tuesday. They don't call us in. We don't do the websites. We don't do customer service. That's what the company does. It's the company's business. They're pretty awesome at it. They don't need us at all. As a matter of fact, they go directly to the customers. The only thing the company needs us for is the only thing they can't do, which is to get people to make a yes decision. So here's the breakdown, and this will save us hours and hours. The company does everything, 100%. The only thing they want us to do is one little thing, and that is get people to make a decision. So that's the partnership. They do everything. All we do is get people to make a yes decision. So if you're sitting here tonight listening, we are in the yes decision business. That's the business we join. We're not nutritional scientists. We don't do any of this. So once we have figured out, which took me years in my business to figure out that we're in the yes decision business, here's the question. What would be the most important thing we'd want to know if we were in the yes decision business? And you're probably thinking, I guess I'd like to know how people make up their minds. I said, well, that's a pretty good start. Because imagine that we joined this business, we want to make money, and we didn't know exactly how human beings made up their mind. It looked like this. You'd come up to me and I'd say, hey, I want you to join my business. You say, what kind of business is it? And I said, well, I just really don't know. I guess we'll get people to make decisions. You say, great, well, how does that work? And I go, well, I don't know. Well, you're not going to join me. It's like getting on an airplane and the captain says, welcome aboard. I have a pretty good attitude today. I don't know how to fly this plane. We're not going to get on the airplane. So it's going to help our recruiting a lot if we know what's going on. So here's the quick overview. The human mind makes an instant and immediate decision by going through these 5 little questions. I'll run through them quick. I'll leave you a link where you can download the report, read it. It's going to take you about 4 minutes. But it'll save you 22 years of brain science. Here it is. When people meet us, here's the 5 questions. Like I say, don't write them down. I'll give you a link to download all that stuff free. They're thinking, who are you? Are you the person that stole my bike, or are you somebody to respect? The next thing, which is the big one, can I trust you and believe you? Because if they don't trust us, it's over. Don't believe us, we're dead. The third thing is, are you interesting? Because if you're not interesting, I can't spend any more time because I got a ton of stuff to do. Number 4 is yes or no, what's my final decision? And number 5 is, if my final decision is yes, now and only then give me any details like the name of the company or the presentation. That's how it works. So if you heard this for the first time, you're thinking, whoa, something's wrong here. How can the final decision come before the presentation? And the answer is because that's how the human mind works. The human mind can have one thought at a time. Usually it's not our thought. And it's busy. And you see this happen in real life. Try this experiment. I call you up and I say, hey, good friend. And already you're thinking, oh no, I hope he doesn't ask me for money or to help him move. I say, hey, good friend, I just joined this exciting business and I just need 20 minutes of your time. What are you thinking? You think, how am I going to get out of this? I got to do something. I can't set aside 20 seconds of my time. So we say, well, what's it all about first? Well, what are we doing? We're saying, hey, my mind makes up a mind right away. Tell me right away. What is it? So they ask us, what's it all about first? And that's the signal to us that the human mind wants to make a decision now before it goes into the details. So let's do this quick in the 30 minutes we have. If you have a pencil and paper, write down these 3 things. Number 1, rapport, R-A-P-P-O-R-T. Number 2, be interesting, and in parentheses put icebreakers. And number 3, decision. We're going to have to do all these in the first 10 seconds because that's how fast the mind works to sort things out. Now, if you don't think the human mind makes decisions that quick, let me give you an example. 2 words. If I say the words Donald Trump, how many people here have already made a decision? And the answer is, yeah, we already made a decision before I went to my 3rd word. It's already over. You say, well, how does that work? Well, let's try this. Ice cream. I've already made a decision. Pizza. I've already made a decision. Actually, all foods, I've made a decision. So the human mind right away thinks opportunity, sales, business. They've already made a decision. They don't make decisions on the video, the research, the DNA samples. Example, aisle 4 of Ralph's grocery store in California. We have a cart. We're going down the cart with the looking both sides. So we take first step on aisle 4. We look on the left, see a box of cornflakes. What does our mind do? Does our mind say, cornflakes? I wonder if they have a company video. Tell me about the company founder. Are the cornflakes natural, international, supernatural? Do have any testimonials? No, they don't do that. We go down and we say cornflakes, blah, and we're on to the next thing. We go down aisle, no. Donuts, yes. No. Bottle of wine, yes. No. The human mind makes decisions based upon past experiences and a bunch of other stuff, but it's right away. So when you talk to people, they're going to make up their mind yes or no if they're going to become a distributor or a customer that quick. And how they do it, the shortcut is these 3 questions, which is number 2, 3, and 4 of the decision thing. But we got to get rapport so they trust us. We got to be interesting. We got to close before they've heard the name of the company, before anything. Now, for us, it shouldn't be hard because everybody's pre-sold. Yeah, they're already pre-sold. So watch this. We take a survey, 100 people. Do you want to live longer or die quickly? About 100 people are going to say, yeah, I'm pre-sold on that, living longer. Do you want more money in your life or less money in your life? More money. 100% of the people are pre-sold. Here's where it goes wrong. See if you can pick up where it goes wrong. 100% of the people are pre-sold. We talk to them, and they say no. Ever see that happen? Let me do it again slower, see if we can pick up the weak link here. 100% of the people are pre-sold. We talk to them, and they say no. If you picked up the weak link as we talk to them, that's where it happens, because we talk to them with facts, figures. We blow it. We've blown the first 10 seconds when the decision's made. So let's do this quick. A brand new distributor comes to me and says, I don't know anybody. I was born of orphan parents, raised by wolves. I just moved to Southern California. I don't know anybody. Who can I talk to? I said, all right, here's what I'm going to ask you to do. All you have to do is write the script down word for word. Okay. Here's the first word. Hi. Now, if you say hi, what could you reasonably expect the other person to say? Hi. And then take a breath. And if you take a breath, the other person will take over the conversation, talk 6,000 miles per hour. Because they say, finally, somebody will listen to me. My parents don't listen to me. My boss don't listen to me. My kids don't listen to me. You're going to listen to me, so talk. And they will go home and tell their spouse. I had the most interesting conversation with the best conversationalist ever today. I talk, they listen. And we create rapport. They love us. Who do people like more? People who talk or people who listen? Listeners. So if you are on this call and you are shy like me, or socially inept like me, or just don't like being around people too much like me, or kind of a nerd, you got this thing wired. Shy people rock. It's the people who talk that totally blow it. So if you can listen, if you can just stand there and be shy, pretend to listen, you're in. So if you're shy, you got this made. If you're a talker, you're going to have to bite your tongue till it bleeds. So we say hi, they start talking, and we will create rapport because they will love us. Now, when they start talking to us, they have programs in their mind. Here is a program that operates for humans. The program says this: if I get a chance to talk to somebody new, let me tell them how much I suffer, how hard it is, how difficult my life has been, in the hopes that they will love me more. Everybody has this program. Some have it a lot, some have it a little, but everybody has this program. Now, the purpose of business, as a side note, is to solve people's problems. There's no reason for business to exist unless it solves problems. For instance, if nobody got hungry, having a restaurant is stupid. Nobody got sleepy, having a hotel, going to be bankrupt. There is no reason for business to exist unless people have problems. Everybody's rich. Oh, man. If everybody's rich, we wouldn't have a business. If everybody's healthy and live forever selling vitamins, that'd be really tough. So the only reason for business to exist is to solve problems. So here we are. We're standing there, and they are telling us their problems one after another, over and over again, complaining. Now, before you go to a party, somebody complains to you, you roll your eyes. Now you go to a party, somebody complains, you're going ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. I'm in business. The purpose of business is to solve people's problems, and we're just going to listen for a problem that they have. Now, the problem they could have could be no time with their children, hate their job, don't earn enough money, feel tired in the morning, growing old, aches and pains. Hey, people have problems. So, step one, rapport. We got it like that just by being a listener. Now, as soon as they take a breath and a sip out of the soda, here's our chance to talk, but we have to be quick. So, here's what we're going to say. First sentence. So, put first sentence, colon. Do you have this problem? Question mark. Now, all we're going to do is repeat back to them one of the problems that we can solve. We're just going to listen for a problem we can solve. And when they take a breath, say, do you have this problem? Now, that is rejection free. And they think, oh, man, not only are you a listener, you are a super listener because you repeated my problem back to me. Oh, I love you, man. Giant hug-a-thon, friends forever, joined to the hip, blood brother, blood sister, whatever. We got rapport wired just by repeating back their problem. So it might sound something like this. So you feel tired in the mornings, huh? Or if you're from Canada, so you feel tired in the mornings, eh? So you just don't seem to have enough time with the kids, huh? So you hate commuting on the LA freeways, huh? So step number one, do you have this problem? Sentence number two. Now, sentence number one, do you have this problem, does two things. It builds rapport, super listener, but it does something else even better. It takes care of step number two that we wrote down, which is to be interesting. We are talking about them, the most interesting person in the world. And we're talking about their problems. And problems are 10 times more interesting than benefits. If you're going to get a $60,000 new car, that's a nice benefit. But if you have a $200 parking ticket, that's what's in your mind. Problems are 10 times more interesting to people than benefits. So don't talk about our stuff. That turns on salesman alarms. Talk about their problems. So if you're tempted to talk about your DNA testing stuff, don't. That's later for the presentation. It has nothing to do with the decision. The decision right now is, do they want to feel better or have more money? It has nothing to do with anything else. So we are the most interesting person in the world. Out of the 6 million bits of data that's hitting their brain cell right now, we're going to be number one because we're talking about them and their problems. We rock. We are the most interesting. They're like a puppy dog waiting for a treat. So first question, do you have this problem? Question number two is, do you want to fix it? And what are the two possible answers on this one? Yes and no. That wasn't very hard. And at that moment, they made a yes or no decision if they want to join our business or buy our product. Now, if the answer is no, we're done. Change the subject. How's the weather where you live? And they say, oh, same as yours. I live next door. Like, we change the subject. But the answer is yes. Well, then and only then would they like to know more. They might say, well, tell me about it. How? But they've already made the yes decision. They're sitting on our side of the table. They're with us instead of against us. They're looking for reasons why this is going to work instead of why not. So let's see how that sounds in real life. Now, in real life, I'll use these two questions and see how quick you make a decision. I might say, do you hate commuting to work? Would it be okay if you could work out of your home instead? Done. Or let's try this. Hate feeling tired in the morning? Would it be okay if you wake up every morning feeling great? Or think dying early is going to be inconvenient? Would it be okay if you could live longer? Hate giving your children to take care, paying other people big money to watch them grow up? Would it be okay if you could work out of your home instead? Tired of feeling underpaid? Would it be okay if you could be paid what you're worth? Now, if you're noticing, there is a pattern here. Do you have this problem? Do you want to fix it? Ka-ching, 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 and it's over. Now, I'll give you a hint. There's a lot more to this, but let me give you the first hint that will help you. If I were to say to you these 5 words, would you be interested in, the back of your mind says, oh no, salesman approaching. Run, run, save yourself, hide your wallet, hide your purse, dive, Scotty, dive. 5 words, I'm dead. How about these 5 words? I just got involved with. Dead. So here's what humans don't realize is that we make decisions based upon word sequences just that quick. And if we had better first 5 words, we wouldn't kill ourselves on demand. So would it be okay if I gave you 5 words that worked? And would it be okay if these 5 words got people to say yes immediately? And would it be okay if I said these 5 words and people just started nodding yes, yes, yes in agreement even before I said word number 6? So would it be okay if you wrote down the magic words, would it be okay if? Because I know Tina uses them all the time, uses it to manipulate me to come on phone calls early in the morning in Thailand. But would it be okay if rocks? So feel how quick the human mind makes a decision. I'll do this super fast. Don't write this down, but just feel your mind, how quick the yes decision happens. Would it be okay if you had an extra paycheck? Would it be okay if you could fire the boss? Would it be okay if you could stay home with your children and still get a full-time paycheck? Would it be okay if you worked 3 weeks out of the month, got paid for 4? Would it be okay if you had a 1-day-week holiday every month? Would it be okay if you had a 6-month holiday twice a year? Would it be okay if you never had to show up for work again? Would it be okay if you feel great every morning? Would it be okay if you feel like you're 16 years old all over again, but with better judgment? How we doing? Do we feel how quick the yes decision is? So the second question, where we go for the close, what 5 words do you think you want to start it with every time? Would it be okay if? And that will give us the biggest chance of success. So listen to them again so you pick up the first clue. So do you hate commuting to work? Yeah. Would it be okay if you could work out of your home instead? Yeah. Do you find growing old really hurts? Oh, it really hurts. Would it be okay if you could slow it down? Yeah. Tired of feeling tired in the afternoon? Yeah. Would it be okay if you had energy all day long? Yeah. How we doing? Now, let me show you how long it takes to create rapport, be the most interesting person in the world with an icebreaker, and close. So I've high tech here. This is called a stopwatch thing. Now, I'm not terrifically coordinated, but let's see how long this takes in real life to talk to somebody and get the final decision. Are you all ready? What I'm going to do, I'm going to say 3, 2, 1. I'm going to start the little stopwatch here. And I'm going to say, do you hate commuting to work? And then we're going to say, would it be okay if you could work out of your home instead? Let's just see how long that takes in real life. Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. I'll do that again. Get my coordination right. 3, 2, 1. Do you hate commuting? Would it be okay if you could work out of your home instead? All right, close enough. 5.31 seconds. It's probably 4 point something, but I can't hit the stop button correctly. But let's say it's 5.31 seconds because I stuttered. In 5.31 seconds, we created rapport. We broke the ice. We were interesting, and we closed yes or no. 5.31 seconds. What does the average amateur distributor do in the first 5.31 seconds? Hi, how's the weather? I see you got a dog. All right. This is not a way of doing the business. We have a choice. Of any profession, we have this choice. That is, we can join this business now and hope to be lucky, or we could say, I'm okay now, I have a full-time job, I don't really care if I earn money or not, or we could take it serious and learn the hardcore skills of doing the business. Now, we don't have to learn all 25 skills right away, but we should learn the 4 core skills right away, which is rapport, breaking the ice, being interesting, closing, and presentation. Those we should learn right away. But 5.31 seconds. Now, my question to you is, it's 5.31 seconds. How many people here think you might be able to do that twice a day? You could do this on company time. And with no rejection, even if you're shy, in 5.31 seconds, you can do your entire job. Now, the presentation, piece of cake. How hard is that? They've already made a yes decision. They're looking for reasons why versus why not. So let me show you where that's going. So Tina says to me, so Tom, you find growing old really hurts? I says, oh yeah, aches and pains every morning. Well, would it be okay if you could stop that and start feeling younger? Hey, I'm all in. And then I'll probably say something like, so how does that work? And she says, well, you take these special vitamins every day, you feel like $1 million. I said, yeah, what makes them special? Well, they're based on your DNA. It's just not one size fits all. It's made for your body, so your body works. Oh, okay, but I don't, but boy, aren't those kind of expensive? Now, Tina's fully trained, so she knows how to handle this in her sleep. But for the amateur distributor, they wouldn't even know what to do. They say, well, the person wearing a lab coat, he has to pay for dry cleaning for the lab coat, and the testing costs a lot, and you don't want to poke your eyes out. We want to be pro here. So what Tina will say is she'll say this. When they say, well, isn't that expensive? She'll say, well, the company wanted to make a cheaper version, but they knew it wouldn't work, and they didn't want to rip you off. Oh, destroyed it just like that. And then she says, so let's get you some now. And I said, well, what do you mean? Well, let's go online and order it. That's how you get them, you know. You don't take them, you're not going to feel better. And I said, well, I guess so. And he says, okay, so let's fill out your order form. And I go, so I have to call every month? No, you don't have to call every month and give them your address. Just have them shipped to you automatically. Well, what if I want to have them stopped? Well, you can stop taking them anytime you want to die early. Don't worry about that, but just keep taking it. It'll come to you automatically. And, oh, okay. So it's not a hard presentation. All we have to do is get the decision. That's our job. We can get the decision almost instantly. In this case, pretty quick, 5.31 seconds. This is not a hard business once we learn the basic skills. And the travesty is, I spent 2 years of my life faking, pretending, trying all kind of stupid stuff instead of just the hardcore skills we should learn. So I'm going to turn it over to Tina in case we have some questions, but let me put here in the chat a link where you can download. Let's see how to get chat work. All right, high tech here. there's a link there where you can download the closing report, a free book, Why You Should Work Marketing, 2 audios on some magic words, all free, well within everybody's. The only thing that's probably going to cost you is $5 for a fancy cup of coffee while you listen to them and read them. So go to bigalbooks.com, free report. You can at least get the closing report and start getting the closing thing under control. And I have one more thing here that I can do. Let's see if I can see the help. And I'll put another, oops, no idea. I'll try to put Z, okay. And I have another link in here that'll send you a whole bunch of magic word phrases you can say that will help you get people to say, yeah, I'd like to start doing the business. So there's a link for that to send. And it's all back to Tina.
Tom, that was awesome. So great. I am laughing so hard. You should have been a comedian.
No, I don't want a pay cut. No.
So we actually did a training 2 weeks ago that we stole straight from one of your videos. However, it doesn't have the same impact when we say it because of the whistling. Could you give them some? Our team has been using some people, most people for so long. The last 2 weeks, as much as possible. Could you give some of your best ones for us?
Well, for those that are not familiar, one of the ways of getting rapport is to tell people something that they already believe. And then you can just follow up with a little statement that, well, it just rocks. And let me just give you an example. I might say, growing old really hurts. And they're going, oh, yeah. And dying early is really inconvenient. Yeah. But some people have figured out a way to feel younger and live longer. And when the person replies, what are they going to say? Well, how does that work? And they're already sold. So without the whistle, it's 2 facts, but some people. So we could try this, commuting to work is a real terror and it wastes a whole lot of time. But some people figure out a way to work out of their home and never commute again. You just wait, take the money.
I love it.
These are just little sequences. What we really need to do is learn 4 core skills to get things rocking. And I put, in there's a funny link, but in that funny link is all kind of cool things to say to sell people on health products.
Oh, that's awesome.
And I'll put in this one group. We do have a generic online study group. It's free. Just can't mention any companies or anything. It's just generic. And I just gave you that Facebook group. And in there, we discuss how people make decisions quicker. We don't go very deep into the brain science. All we want to do is say, the brain science says this, how do we put it to use? So brain science has figured out the 5 steps. I put it on the report, so in 4 minutes time, people can read it and master that. Network marketing is really easy. Skills are really easy. We just have to pick the right ones. And the internet is full of stuff to say and do, but it's pretty random. What I tell people is just learn the good core stuff and rock with it. So 5.31 seconds, we can make this thing happen. So next time we do another Zoom call here, we can start covering maybe one of the 4 core skills, but we can be effective right away. Question number 1, do you have a problem? And question number 2, would it be okay if you fixed it? And ka-ching, we are done. And people say, what do you say next? Well, I'll give you one more example. I say, I feel tired every afternoon? Yeah. Would it be okay if you had energy all day long naturally? Yeah. Well, let's fix that now. So the next sentence is, let's fix that now. Unless you're from England, you'd say, let's get it sorted.
Sorted.
And they say, well, what do you mean? I say, well, let's order you some stuff now and get you rocking, This is not a hard business. If we can avoid rejection, remain being shy, get a huge check, life's pretty good.
I love it. priceless, just priceless information. Does anybody we have about 2 minutes left with Tom. Does anyone have a question? They're just dying. I did copy all the links you put, so I can put that in our team page. Everyone can go find you online, and we'll even put in our favorite and best recommendations for your stuff with that.
Yeah, I recommend if would it be okay, Al, if I just plug you here for a minute? I recommend that, seriously, Tina and I have listened to every one of your trainings. We listen to them every time we go on a road trip, over and over again, because truly it is the simplest way, without all the nonsense that people are seeing on Facebook, social media, or being told by possibly their sponsor. It's so simple, and we utilize it. And people will be, when you hear it, you'll hear it on the webinars, because Tina and I have been using it on all of you this whole entire time, and you didn't know it. But really, we love all your trainings, Al. We use them, and we recommend more than anything that everybody watching this right now go on to Al's website, find something you want to get started with, get it, and would it be okay if you started having the results you're looking for?
Hey, Tom.
Yes.
If we were to run a contest for our team, would it be okay if we offered some of your audio tapes and we bought them from you in bulk and made sure our whole team was able to get some?
Okay, or how about this? There is a book. People say, all right, where do I start? Where do I start? There's a book called Quick Start Guide to Network Marketing. And it shows new people how to be instantly effective in their first few minutes in the business, rejection free. And I don't know if the audios do the audios on that, but I can do on the books, and we can send you out a bunch of books to give away. How's that?
That would be amazing. I know, I can see all by the looks on the faces of everybody that they're just dumbfounded by really how simple you relay network marketing. Just in a 20-minute speech, just immediate. They can take immediate action on everything you said.
And so for everyone here on the call, if you do these two questions, do you have this problem? Would it be okay if you fixed it? Let's sort that now. Just do that. You'd be ahead of 99.9% of every networker who ever lived, because they are clueless. They don't even know they're in the decision-making business. They're busy with, I don't know, all this other stuff.
I love it. Well, I know you are in Thailand, which is a very different time zone than us, and we appreciate you so much. Can't thank you enough, and we'll get in touch. Are you sleeping now, or are you awake? Is it first thing in the morning?
Yeah, first thing in the morning. So it's 8:30, so most of the birds have left, so we can hear. If it gets too early in the morning, that's pretty deafening here. But the jungle birds have no respect for webinars. I don't know what that is.
Well, with just so much appreciation, we can't thank you enough. I know everyone on this call is just so grateful for sharing all your wisdom with us, and I'll be in touch with you really soon.
Okay, bye everyone, and two questions, rock them.
Thank you. Thanks, so
Al.
much. You are the best.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Al.
All right, who's ready to take some action?
So honestly, Tina and I listened to Big Al. We met him and listened to one of his trainings, and we're dumbfounded about just how easy it really is. So, you know, most people struggle and don't know how to figure out how to go out and network. And some people have figured out all you have to do is buy Big Al's programs, and it makes it 1,000 times easier. So